So this time on Rogue Archaeology.
Lady Chun-Li 2, the Hokage. What else? Paladin that's actually pretty good setup. Right there. Spell sword.
Yeah,
Paladin.
Yeah. So...
Oh,
yeah.
I still got some decent amount of monies. Did I get any runes or any... You do gotta change your equipment though, because you're a paladin now. You want some stuff that actually has strength. So you want like the other sword.
Huh? This is good.
No, it's not. Go up. Yeah, 27 strength, man. Add 27.
Alright, the gold bonus.
Yeah.
Like that shit.
Yeah, you want like all your mobility runes back. You want the sprint. You want the dash. You want the jump. And you want, mana. Or wait. Do you want the balance rune down there?
Oh, fuck yeah.
Right? Grab that. There you go.
That's fantastic.
Okay, now your story about,
Crew?
Yeah. The stupidest sounding show that ever fucking was one.
I can't believe that you don't remember, man. That was on Saturday morning ABC. Like, you remember the, no, back to the show.
Yes, we've done it several times in the show.
Yeah, and Crow was on there. That was one of the stupid shows that was on there.
See, I didn't really watch that. Like, my Saturday mornings are always YTV. I never watched, like, Saturday morning ABC.
Really?
Yeah.
I watched.
I stay Canadian because I'm a true patriot. I don't give in to that Yankee bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We lost another 50 viewers. Yeah. Well, anyways.
Wait, did you get YTV?
If I had ABC, I had YTV.
Yeah. Okay.
That's what. Whoa. Yeah. That's what you got on cable.
Man, speaking of Harry Potter, last episode, I still want to try for you and I to get around to watching the Harry Potter riff tracks.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Did they even Lord of the Rings riff tracks?
Probably. Honestly, as soon as like camera lady showed me riff tracks, I was like, this is fucking amazing.
Yeah, of course. Oh, they should make one of Pro.
We walk.
I should explain what the hell it is.
Yes, and before we move on.
Okay, so
fucking...
Pro is a show that was on around 1995.
Yeah.
So I'm dating myself horribly here.
You old man.
Because in a few hours it would have been 20 years.
Jesus. No jumping. Yeah, just dash it. You done before, right?
Yeah. Fuck.
Oh, you failed.
I did.
You may go on. Crow.
Okay, Crow is about the show. Okay, archaeologist and Dr. C and her African American bandmate. No, it's her assistant. Anyways, they find this mammoth encased in a block of ice, and they thaw him out, which is kind of a dumb thing to do if you find a mammoth in a block of ice. You want to keep it preserved as long as possible. But somehow they thaw him out, and he's still alive.
Really?
Yeah. And he tells them stories about when he was alive back in the prehistoric ages.
Well, he can talk.
He can talk.
English.
He can speak English. And it turns out that mammoths were the predominant species back then, and that humans were only just starting out, really. Well, sort of. So
basically it was like...
it goes to Cro-Magnon man.
So basically it was the ancient past of Assassin's Creed only with mammoths.
No.
Well, yeah, because remember the point of Assassin's Creed is that there was like a race before humans that ruled the world, and then humans took over.
Well, they didn't really rule the world. Somehow they were just more intelligent.
And they died because they're idiots.
Well, Ice Age.
But how did the humans survive and the ancient aliens didn't?
You mean the mammoths?
No, I mean mammoths or the Assassin's Creed people.
I don't know what the deal with those people was. No, actually I do know, because they had weapons. They're too powerful. They ran to civil war.
They destroyed themselves?
Yeah.
How did humans survive that? Like, why? If they were more powerful than humans today, why didn't they just nuke the entire
humans
planet?
could be in more remote areas. It's like any huge disaster. The people that live in remote areas are more likely to survive.
Oh, so like they couldn't like adapt? Because like humans can't live in remote areas. We just build greenhouses.
No, they were living in bigger areas. Whenever people survived,
yeah,
they interbred with the humans.
Then how come humans didn't have all their amazing alien powers to build the pyramids and shit?
I guess they dumbed themselves down to fit in.
That's dumb.
Or
Assassin's Creed is a stupid series. Thank you, Jade Raymond.
How dare you?
So, mammoths then.
Yeah, the mammoths. The mammoth tells a story about how they made friends with this group of Neanderthals.
Yep.
That
Neanderthals.
oh god. Fuckers. They made friends with a bunch of Neanderthals who they found a Cro-Magnon baby and raised it as their own, and his name was Crow. And it is so.
Wait, the episode was named Crow.
The show was named Crow, and his name was Crow.
So the show is the archaeologist, the assistant, the mammoth,
And the mammoth, yeah,
and
okay, starts
baby,
at.
and the Cro-Magnon baby.
No. You're not getting it.
I don't care to get it.
It starts out, every episode starts out in the present.
Yeah.
And
With the mammoth telling a story. He's like,
no, it's not just him just like, oh, back in the day. No, something happens in the present, and it starts off like, oh, that reminds me of something that happened back in the,
right.
100,000 years ago or whatever the hell it was.
Yeah.
And it was freaking stupid.
Okay,
because,
well, hold on.
I mean, I used to love it when I was a kid.
Just wait. The archaeologist is in every episode. She's like the main character.
Dr. C, yeah. Oh, God.
Get the fuck out of here. Go to the forest at least. You're gonna die in here. The black girl's in every episode. She's the main character.
It's a guy.
Okay, the black guy. He's in every episode. Yes?
Yeah.
Okay. The mammoth's in every episode. He's the main
His
character.
name's Phil.
He's the main character though?
He's one of them.
And the Cro-Magnon baby.
I'd say like Phil is.
Okay, well,
he's not this.
Hold on, for fuck's sake.
What?
And the Cro-Magnon baby is in every episode.
He's not a baby. He's a kid. Like
he's in every episode.
yes.
So they just thawed these two fucking.
No, they didn't thaw the kid. The kid is dead. He's telling them about the family, like all the shit that happened back in the day.
So the kid isn't with. So basically, the show is Phil crying over his dead friends, like long dead for thousands of years.
Yeah, pretty much. Maybe not crying, but just reminiscing.
Does it ever get like sad? It's like, oh, I miss my dead family.
I don't remember. It's been a long time. Like I said, it's been like 20 years.
I think you've seen this one. Yeah, we saw this one too. Did it end like dinosaurs where like everybody dies?
I don't think so. Although I think it was a depressing ending, but I think it's appropriate.
Yeah, that everybody
dies. Oh God. Oops.
It was kind of stupidly environmentalist though, because like everyone died because like their overuse of fuel. It wasn't because of like a meteor hit and caused an ice age. It was because their factories like produced pollution in the form of an ice age, and it cooled the planet, like the opposite of global warming, and then they all died.
Well, it's ahead of its time. But
Did,
about 65 million years. Oh God.
Did like the main cast, like, do we just like see them die, like the baby just died?
I think it doesn't show them dead, but I think the last thing they do is them like watching TV in their house.
And you just see like the planet freeze, and they're like, "Oh shit!" And then like, what you don't see is like them just like freezing to death.
Yeah, it's implied that they all die. It's super depressing.
That's fucking awful.
Yeah.
Why was that show popular? Because of the baby, right? Because of Nocturama.
Yeah. I tried watching it in the past year.
Like, you tried just to see if it held up?
I tried watching a bunch of these shows. I think I had one of those days where I was just feeling nostalgic.
Wait, is it on Netflix?
No. I think it was on YouTube or something.
Wait, Johnson isn't on Netflix?
Damn it!
Look what you got. You got the Hedgehog's Curse.
Fucker. No, it wasn't on Netflix at the time.
I'm surprised, man. You think it would be? A show that popular? Maybe at this point, geez, 5 years ago, I rewatched the Legend of Zelda cartoon.
Oh!
If you recall that one.
Oh gosh!
And it fucking begins. But you know what? Like, remember that, right? Like it came on at the end of the Mario Brothers Super Show.
Oh, dude, I remember. It was every Friday.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Monday to Thursday was the Mario cartoon, and Friday was Zelda. And the Zelda ones were like noticeably better.
Well, it was darker. Fuck off!
I'm rewatching it, and the only place it was like taken off YouTube back then, it was nowhere. The only place you could get it was on Yahoo Videos, like their streaming video service.
Wow.
And they had all 13 episodes that they made of the Zelda cartoon in a playlist.
I love that. It's 13 episodes, and yet they played it so many times.
Well, just of the Zelda ones, like of the Mario ones, there's like a billion of them.
I think it's about 60.
But anyway, so they had 13 episodes. And you just they don't have the included Mario skits. You just watch the cartoons, and they're like 10 minutes long. So I mean, I think a couple hours just watched it. It was cool. But what I thought was funny is like they played ads in front of it, right? Which is normal. The ads were geared towards toddlers, and like 6-year-olds and like 8-year-olds, like young demographic. Almost as if they expected like kids now to be watching these old ass cartoons.
What I think it was probably people that watch those cartoons to begin with. They assumed that they had kids, and the kids are watching it with them, and they're watching stuff, and the kids are like, I want that!
Well, how often do you think it is that
People have that this super nostalgia factor?
that like nostalgic young parents will like force their kids to watch their old shit with them?
A lot.
You think so?
Oh yeah. Oh dude, I like if I watched something during my childhood that was that I liked that much, I'd probably get my kid to watch it with me.
Yeah, I can see that. Of course, keep in mind, I did read an article recently about a guy had kids, and he basically just did an experiment with his kid, like a social experiment. He's like, I'm not going to tell my kid of the existence of new video games.
Fucking hell! What is with this bullshit?
You are.
Okay,
Stop walking into it. Stop walking into it.
Keeps like stalking me.
Well, then move. You just walk right in. You just take it like a bitch. Take it like the bitch you are. Take it.
Is that?
Take all this gold.
Is this your sex talk? I'm really wondering.
It's like monotone. Just take it. As you're like fucking her with it, it's like the most blank expression on your face. Take it.
Yeah.
But I read this article where the guy's like, I'm not going to introduce my kid to new video games. He won't even know their existence. From a young age, he will play old games with me and think that's like the latest. And then every year, I'll introduce him to the next console. So by the time he hits around like 8 years old, he will be caught up. So this guy, like, he started his kid with Atari, right? Oops. Kill him! Stop jumping over, just swing your fucking sword! See? So he starts with Atari, right? And the kid learns how to play Atari again, and the kid loves it. And you graduate to Nintendo. A year later, he breaks with the Super Nintendo. A year later, the N64. Then the GameCube. Then the Wii. And then modern consoles. Right? And here's what happened. The kid can still play modern games, and he still likes them. He's like, yeah, Call of Duty's perfectly fine. They're good games. But he can appreciate old games.
Pretty smart dad.
He can appreciate games based on their story, rather than just based on graphics. Like, and most importantly, he can play extremely hard games, no problem. Like hard games, they're nothing to him. Like that is how you raise a gamer. You don't feed them all this casual bullshit, and then like games were harder back then, and fucking people know it. It's not just a case of like us being shitty at games when we were kids. Games were harder, and this proves it because this kid like masters games now. I mean, I'm never gonna have kids, but if I did, number one thing to do would be to kill myself. but assuming that failed or just didn't happen for whatever reason, I would do that to my kid. Of course, I'd still try to kill myself first. Like, that'd be the first option, of course.
Oh my god, man!
What?
So drastic.
Well, dude, do you want to like fucking have 18 years of your paycheck just vanish into thin air? You want to have every fruit of your labor just be towards somebody else rather than yourself? You want to not enjoy a single second of your fucking life?
How's kids today? This has been a public service message from Devo.
Dude, there are like billboards around town right now that's like, it says the only thing you need for Christmas, like a picture of a giant baby, you know, like, that's the anti-Christmas.
Oh
my god.
Oh my god!
Oh!
Dude, that's a baby in space!
A baby in space.
Babies in space!
Hey Santa, ho ho ho. But your little
Bring in your baby!
Bring
Sure
your
you're gonna
baby.
love it! Oh, fucker. Motherfucker, motherfucker, motherfucker. Ah! Ah! Oh god. Oh god!
It just reminded me of those, like the saddest story, not the saddest story, like a sad story told in like 7 words. You heard about that, right?
No, it's someone said that you couldn't tell a sad story or any story well, being concise, and Hemingway said, fuck that. I'm gonna tell the saddest story in 6 words. Baby shoes for sale, never worn.
Yeah. Doesn't make me sad. It makes me jubilant.
Oh god!
Dude!
Ah!
You walked right into it.
I
You
did.
saw it.
I did.
Oh, here you go. Oh wow. Oh wow. Just give it up. You lost everything. Santa's dropping by and mocking you.
I have 1 health. Oh!
You have 17.
Might as well be 1.
You have a shield. You have a shield.
I did. I never used it once. Lady Charlotte's become I did kill a lot of things though.
Congratulations. Next episode, I'm gonna fucking play because I can't stand ending the session on that pitiful death.
To be fair, I had a headshot curse on it.
Yeah, to be fair, you're a fucking curse on my life.
Yeah, that's why you keep me around. Oh, and kill him. Yes! Oh!
The last one is Vaporeon.
Yeah, it has to be.
Tank, water. What do we have? We don't have an electric type.
You have nothing. Oh, I am the last one. You so depend
I am
on
the last
one.